it's come a long way from Sesame Street. PBS now offering a free lesson plan to teachers and students entitled Dying to be a Martyr. The material encourages students to learn to sympathize with Islamic suicide bombers. Yes, we went through the plan. The stated objectives of this lesson: to learn why the Mideast conflict began, that's fine. How religion unites and divides people, okay. Why individuals and groups turn to terrorism. But here's where it takes a turn. Nowhere in the lesson plan are teachers shown how to denounce terrorists as extremists and people want to kill others. Nowhere are teachers shown the point of view of Israelis in this conflict. Moreover, it even includes video interviews that seem to sympathize with these suicide bombers. Watch.
I'm a person who looks for peace, who calls for peace, but with one basic condition: the freedom of my country and people, and to put an end to this Nazi state, this racist Jewish state.
The videos go on to say that these individuals you see depicted want to be martyrs. They want to die. They want to kill others in order to get into heaven. Let's bring in the political power panel, Independent Women's Forum's Patrice Lee Onwuka and Democrat strategist Jessica Tarloff. First to you, Patrice, highly concerning material. Would you want your children or teenagers exposed to this? I thought we were supposed to, at first, at minimum, try to stop teen suicides.
I agree with you. I wouldn't want my son to be reading this unless he's actually interested in learning about this. But the sad part is you're only getting a one-sided perspective. And when we consider that this is provided by PBS and there is some taxpayer funding that goes behind it, we as taxpayers do need to ask the question, where are our dollars going? And is this better funded privately by those who support this agenda?
Okay, Jessica, to Patrice's point, PBS gets about $500 million a year. That's as of last year from taxpayers. I mean, GOP officials would say this is a perfect case for defunding. Let's go through it. The material also doesn't indicate how Muhammad taught jihad or declared jihad. Nowhere does the blindly inclusive PBS, the blindly inclusive at all costs PBS say that they themselves would be on the hit list for terrorists, that LBGT, feminists, secularists would be on the top of the terrorist target list, as well as Jewish people.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that you laid it out perfectly, that the first kind of 3 steps to this program is important. I think that everybody from all ages in America could use a tutorial on what's actually going on in the Middle East, what all of these ideologies are, who hates who and why, and what we can do to stop it, which is what's crucially missing here. I thought that it would have been extremely useful to have perhaps an IDF soldier interviewed for something like this, or have some Israelis on the ground so they could talk about their experience on the other side of the fence, as it were. But I do understand why this is completely objectionable. But it's an important mission.
I hear what you're saying.
It's just misexecuted.
To Jessica's point, Patrice, isn't it wrong for PBS and anyone else to be so relativistic about terrorists with impressionable teenagers or children? It's poison. We've already seen, Patrice, so many instances of homegrown terror. Why make it more, or try to make it more relatable? Just say it's evil. Nowhere do you see anything saying it's evil.
Well, unfortunately, that's where education has gone to. The idea that there's no right and there's no wrong, it's what you think in any given moment, it removes that moral compass, and then we have situations and lesson plans like this. While I appreciate the idea that this is supposed to be educational, I think there are other better ways to talk about how we uplift the Palestinian people. When we talk about ensuring that they have opportunity. One of the young men in the story talked about wishing that he was an Israeli who had so much freedom.
Right, and we just want to get to this other soundbite. Let's take another look at a clip from this school video program. It's basically going to address why is the left so blind to the fundamental evil of Islamist terrorists. Watch what happens in this clip.
Martyrdom leads us to God. I don't want this life. When you become a martyr, your prize for carrying out the operation is going to heaven. I want to go to paradise, where there is happiness and joy, where there are no problems.
Okay, again, no judgment, Jessica, on how evil it is to say, I'm going to kill other people to go to heaven. Well, I'm going to kill myself to go to heaven. What about a simple lesson in the beauty of the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and democracy?
I'm sure PBS has another lesson.
I get it,
this
but
is something specific there. And also, this is not necessarily widely used across the country. I don't know. I saw that
it was just introduced.
Right.
And
we'll see how many people pick
work.
this up. I understand that, and this is one of the only times that I would make a tax dollar argument, and that I understand it should be appraised for that. But I think, again, to return to the point, it is critically important to understand these ideologies.
Okay, we get it. Yes, everybody agrees that we should teach it. Understood. I agree with you. We should teach it, but it's like it's devoid of context, Patrice. We got to go to a hard break. Patrice, final words. Is this an argument to defund PBS? It comes at the wrong time for PBS, and PBS maybe should stand on advertising and let the free market decide about its programming. Go ahead, Patrice. You got 10 seconds.
Absolutely defund PBS. I mean, there are better ways for us to use our tax dollars. Let them get private funding.
Listen, I support PBS. I give it money to
I know you do.
Wow, what a bad thing this is. Patrice and Jessica, thank you so much.
Thanks.
United Airlines stock